Hey, it's Casino Mike. How to make money during an apocalypse. How to make extra money during an apocalypse. That's it. What if something happens? Everybody keeps talking about it. World War III, Civil War, riots, another pandemic, all kinds of crazy stuff. People say, well, it could be a nuclear war. Well, there's more than just nuclear weapons going on around. Anything can happen. Could it be as bad as what's in back of me? Maybe not. But there's one thing for sure. If we are locked down again, what are you going to do? I mean, the first thing is to survive, to stay safe, to have the things you need. Some of you are prepping out there. That's great. But once you get past that initial stage, then what do? Well, hopefully you kept some of that stuff for some of you network and affiliate marketers that you stockpiled. You're going to need that. That's something you're going to be able to use because there's people out there that are probably going to want to use it. More importantly, you're going to need to have something already set up online. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, you know what? There's not going to be any internet. Uh, we're lucky if there'll be any radio. There won't be any satellite, any television. You won't be able to run your electric cars. You won't have your gas cars won't have gas out there. There'd be all this destruction or something. But, here's the thing is that if you're in a safe place, now if you're in a tent, it's not going to work out very well, probably. Probably better to find shelter. But if you have your shelter, especially at your home, and, power may be out for a while. Also, when it comes to having that access technology wise, that may be out for a little while, but when it comes back on, what are you going to do then? Watch Netflix, right? What if you have something saved already for doing business or working for somebody, maybe even working for volunteer services or companies to get things back up so people are able to survive? There's something you're going to be able to do to help, not only help others, but to keep yourself to where you can make something decent so you can regain the finances you may have lost. And you may not have totally lost them. It depends on what you've invested in. But how are you going to access it? Hopefully there's some banks that aren't, hopefully your bank isn't wiped out somehow, or somebody's done a raid on it, a run on the bank. What you have to look for in the future, because it may be nearby, it may be a ways away, but if you have a platform already for making contact with people when they're able to get onto the internet, you need something that they can benefit from. Now, these could be for assistance, or this could be with items that are made by a company that can get out to people. And this could be even worldwide. We have no idea. But what's important is this: it's prepping not just with food in your house and all kinds of and water and all kinds of other items. It's also prepping to be able to recover and do something that will help others and help yourself. So it's good to have a web presence out there already and to tap back into it. And if you can tap back into it, you can make it a little bit of money to help yourself and help others. So you have to have a website. You have to have an email service. You have to. All of these are going to be needed. A lot of people don't think so. That's in the back of your mind. You're going to hunker down somewhere. You're not just going to hunker down somewhere. You got to figure out something to be able to recover. So if you're going to recover during an apocalypse, you're going to need something that's already created, and this is the time to do it. Now, if you look at any kind of home business, it usually has to do with marketing products, or whether it's affiliate or network marketing, or marketing your services. Doing some kind of transcription writing, helping government services, or you never know. But if you have a skill that you can put out there online, then you're on your way to a recovery. So you got to think about is this: do I have something prepared? This is right after you have your survival, with making sure you have all the things you have or need when you are in lockdown. But once that's lifted, it's how to be able to use your skills, use your connections, your products, what have you, to regain a better living rather than to just wait and be in a bad position. And you're helping others because they don't need to be waiting and hunkered down all the time either. I hear this thing of people thinking that if something happens, it could be 6 to 8 months before we recover, or 6 months to a year. I think it can be a shorter time than that. It all depends on you and what you will do. It sounds crazy, I know. Making extra money during the apocalypse. You may get aid from the government. You may get aid from a church organization. You may get aid in some way. It's not going to be a lot. And this will actually get to where you have have meaning in your life at a bad time. Why wait for something else to happen? Why not have that ready? That way you have a purpose in your life and you give other people purpose. So as crazy as all this sounds, I thought I'd throw that out there. And you may want to check out this survey down below. The link is down below, and you go there and find out what you could possibly do to make that extra money. And you don't even have to wait for an apocalypse. You can get it done now. But it'd be nice to have that prepared, and nice to make money now before it happens. This is Casino Mike. Take shelter.